Sex sells. Why isn't anyone talking Albrecht Dürer in sex? This is a Dr. Elizabeth A. Garner publication, all rights reserved. Copyright August 18, 2012. Narration by Joe Kiernan. Albrecht Dürer and sex. Today we're going to talk about sex in art, and specifically about sex secrets in Dürer's art. It has always amazed me how scholars and art historians seem to purposefully avoid the issue of sex in art, especially nudity. Instead, they seem to gloss over the obvious, coming up with all sorts of complicated analysis and opinions as to why nudity exists in art other than to attract male buyers. Often, the depiction of nude women in art is attributed to the resurrection of Greek and Roman themes, often called Greek Revival or Neoclassicism. Sex sells, period. We see this in any advertisement today. Nothing has changed since Homo sapiens came into existence. Men love looking at the female nude body and will buy pictures of nude females, period. Artists got rich depicting nude females. Most art historians attribute Dürer's depiction of nude female and male bodies in art as proof that Dürer was influenced by the Renaissance Italian painters. The Metropolitan Museum of Art claims that the rediscovery of Greco-Roman culture in the Renaissance restored the nude to the heart of creative endeavor. Nude figures based on antique models appear in Italy as early as the mid-13th century, and by the mid-15th century, nudes had become symbols of antiquity and its reincarnation. Sex sells, period. A Renaissance painter or artist could only get away with painting nude bodies for the visual pleasure of men by fostering this theory or suffer from the Roman Catholic Church's punishment. We have to remember that Dürer was manufacturing his art soon after the Inquisition was implemented. In the German part of the Holy Roman Empire, there were strict clothing laws, called sumptuary laws, which regulated almost everything that people could wear, according to social class. In northern climates, women had been almost totally covered, whereas the southern Italians allowed more risque type of dress, with low necklines and bodices that pushed up the breasts. Thus, there was a pent-up demand for nudity in northern European climates. Recently, archaeologists have discovered medieval bras in Germany, something that looks almost exactly like the undergarments women wear today. When printed images became a marketing phenomenon in the Renaissance, women were often depicted with their breasts showing, often in bed. Dürer's employers took advantage of this marketing ploy frequently in the prints they required him to design while Dürer was a journeyman from 1490 to 1494. Today we're going to take a closer look at Dürer's incredible skill in depicting nudes and one of the secrets no one has yet discovered until now. Albrecht Dürer was using subliminal sex images to sell his prints. Dürer made this print in 1496. The current title of this print is The Penance of St. John Chrysostom, although we have no idea what Dürer called it. Almost nothing in this print maps to the story of St. John Chrysostom, and for hundreds of years this print was called St. Genevieve, even though St. Genevieve didn't have a child. Its true meaning has been obscured by ignoring what is actually depicted in this print. The nude woman nursing the infant has been considered one of Dürer's most beautiful nudes. The beauty of the nude woman should have been enough to attract any male buyer into buying this print, except for the fact Dürer depicts her as a nursing mother. Nursing is not usually considered sexy. Why even depict such a beautiful nude woman if he was going to also show her nursing a male child? It's somewhat nonsensical. How was he going to counteract the contradiction and sell this print? What did Albrecht Dürer do? He made sure that male buyers wanted to buy this print. He embedded into the landscape surrounding the nursing woman subliminal sex content. Take a look again. What you see as part of the strange landscape surrounding the nude nursing woman is a female nude in profile, which makes up the right part of the landscape overhanging the woman. The top part of the landscape has the nude torso in profile displaying breasts, and the bottom part of the right overhang shows somewhat large thighs and an exposed vulva. A male phallus is depicted as part of the left part of the overhang, and all this nudity is directly in the center of the print, where Dürer puts most of his important clues. No one in over 518 years has discovered this extremely effective technique before me, so we can assume that most buyers wouldn't have noticed it either. What male buyer was going to be able to resist such a blatant display of sexuality, especially when they probably even weren't aware what they were truly looking at? There's enough sex in this composition to satisfy any hetero or homosexual desire. That is an effective marketing technique. We can also assume that whoever this woman and male baby are, they were very important to Dürer, for he uses this subliminal sex technique when he really wants viewers to peer closely at his composition and pay attention to what is really in the image. Dürer leaves us a clue as to her identity. Look closely at the rock jutting out over the upper right of the ledge. It's a heraldic symbol of a bat, and a bat symbolizes Iberia. We should say that the heraldry indicates that this woman is a woman from Iberia, but was located in Venice the same time as Dürer in 1495 to 1496. They were trapped because Charles VIII had invaded Italy and had started a world war, even sending the Florentine de facto Medici family into exile. To find the true identity of this woman and child, please stay tuned for further videos and publications by Dr. Elizabeth A. Garner.